Comparing city-to-city spending can be difficult to do. Each city offers its citizens a diverse basket of services that reflect the needs of that community, and cities may fund those services in different ways. In fact, Statistics Canada puts it this way. It says comparison between provinces and territories for a given public sector component are not recommended, since the structure and organization differs from place to place. So the best way to make an apples-to-apples comparison with other cities is to only look at what tax dollars each one spends on operations. Spending amounts also need to be adjusted for inflation, so that 2006 dollars, for example, are the same as what the city would be spending today. Also, spending has to be measured on a per-person basis. So let's have a look at some figures for Saskatoon and the other major prairie cities. For 2016, Saskatoon had the second lowest tax-supported operating expenses among prairie cities after Winnipeg. Illustrating the challenge of making city-to-city comparisons, Winnipeg is lower because its transit service functions as a utility, while Fleet Management and its parking authority are special operating agencies and not included in tax-supported operating expenditures. Here we see the 2016 per capita taxation revenues for each city. This includes all taxes and levies issued by the city to fund their tax-supported operating budget. Saskatoon collects the second lowest amount of taxation revenues after Regina at $941 per person, well below the five-city average of $1,145. Another important measure is a look at the total residential property taxes that would be levied in each city for a home assessed at $400,000. As this chart shows, Saskatoon's municipal property taxes are the second lowest after Calgary. However, when you factor in education and library, then Saskatoon moves to third behind Edmonton. Another important measure of how much a city spends is the number of full-time jobs for its operations per 1,000 population. As we see here, the city's employment numbers have been declining as a share of the population since 2011. In terms of what is spent on those employees, we see a similar trend for the percentage share of salaries and benefits for the city's operating budget. In 2006, this was 60.8% of the city's operating budget, while in 2016, it is 55.4%. So we hope this brief explanation will help put city spending into an appropriate context.